Hi WHCA WiCAL members, John Vander, Executive Director here with Christopher Ridenhour for this week's video spotlight. Christopher was the subject and the keynote speaker at Focus this week and had a very positive message. Can you just give a basic sense, Christopher, of what your message was to providers this morning?
Yeah, what I've been thinking about recently is I offer a perspective that I've seen hundreds of buildings at this point over the last 10 years, and the feedback that I get has pointed to a lot of trends that I think result in us having successful buildings or buildings that don't reach the benchmarks that we know.
Right.
So one of the things that's absolutely critical is going back and looking at your building as if it were the first time that you've ever seen it. We get used to the same people smiling, people who don't smile, people who say good morning, people who don't say good morning. We get used to that because that's what we're familiar with, and I think we take some of these things for granted. First of all, I'm not a boss, I'm not a supervisor, I'm not a director. Even though I am a director, I am a boss, and all the rest of it. However, if I recognize that I'm a coach, I'm a mentor, and a role model, relationships change when I see my role as different. And when I see my role as different, there's better census at the end of this road, there's higher staff engagement at the end of this road, there are happier residents, less litigious family members when we build relationship based on me being a partner rather than just the director or the this or the that. Because the buildings are only as good as how staff feel, not just professionally, but also personally, and that there's a place at the table.
Right.
Depending on where you are, kind of in the pecking order, you're bringing different difficulties and challenges into the building.
Sure.
And that has a direct bearing on our relationships at work and how I'll show up versus show up to work.
Right.
And that makes a huge difference. Just noticing that is a step in the right direction as leaders, managers, as role models, coaches, mentors.
Right. And I mean, I think that one of the things that you talked about within that sort of framework is to take away job titles and replace them with coach, mentor, and example maker. You know, I mean, that
Yes.
kind of philosophy, we're all sort of responsible for, you know, the culture within a building.
That is going to be a difficult thing. If all of a sudden I've taken pride in all my accomplishments and now I've earned this title in my office and all the rest of it, besides me, I don't know that anybody else cares that I have an office or my accomplishments.
Right.
People want to walk away from us feeling valued and appreciated.
Everybody has something to teach and everybody has something to learn.
Absolutely.
And no problem got any better with it.
By complaining. Right, yeah, right,
too.
or by complaining.
Right. Now you have some information on your website that would offer some practical information for individuals who are trying to implement these strategies and practices, not right?
Well, I'll tell you what, the organization that I work for is called Liberty Lutheran, all right? Liberty Lutheran, it's in Philadelphia. Feel free to look that up. You will find me as a drop box, Christopher Ridenhour. In the meantime, my email address is christophermotivates@yahoo.com. So it couldn't be any simpler. If any of your colleagues have any questions about staff engagement, world-class customer care, you know, leadership development, which is different than supervision.
Sure.
Yeah, please feel free to reach out. I love networking with other colleagues who are interested in just having conversations.
Right. Thanks everybody for joining us for this week's video spotlight. Have a great week. Thanks to Christopher Ridenhour for joining us, and everybody have a good week.
Take care now.